It's On the Way Wednesday, and it's your girl, Miss Charlotte Burley. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. But I am your big auntie, your big sister, your favorite cousin, or your homegirl around the corner who talk about our issues. All of them. The good, the bad, the crazy. The ones we typically talk about each other behind each other's back. I talk about them all. And today, one of the issues I want to talk about is the power of shutting the up. Keeping your mouth closed. Zip it. Close it. Nothing. Just shut it up and listen. And I'm going to tell you the power in that. And I'm telling you this from a personal experience, because when I tell you Miss Charlotte Burley can talk and be running off at the mouth, and for a long time I wasn't listening. And I remember my dad used to get on me. He used to be like, I know you hear me, but are you listening? I used to hate when he used to say that to me, because, I thought I knew everything. I wanted to be heard. So I was steady, blah, 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 running off at the mouth. Two of my best friends, they call me Mouth Almighty. My auntie called me, she used to call me Madam Quack Quack, because I was always quacking at the mouth. So trust me, good people, I am telling you this from a lot of my own mistakes, a lot of my own mess ups. And the reason why I'm telling you is not to hurt you. Obviously, I'm telling you and sharing my cracks up and my F ups because I want to help you. Okay, so this is a secret. This is a secret weapon that a lot of times we forget and we don't know. And I had to learn after I was told so many times to just shut up. One person told me, just because you know everything and just because you're right doesn't mean you always have to talk about it. Doesn't mean you always have to say it. And I had to do some serious soul searching and just shut the up. And once I started doing that, man, that's when the power really came, because now, with the gift of discernment and the gift of keeping my mouth shut and listening, I now have the power, the superpower to observe. And that's what I want to give you today. The power of observation. Because when you get to observe people, you really get to see the BS right off the bat. BS right off the bat. You can't see the BS if you're busy talking. If you're the one talking all the time, you cannot call people and see people for who they really are. So I'm going to give you an example with relationships, okay? The next time you catch your lover cheating on you or doing something wrong, don't get into the typical argument where you arguing, you yelling, you screaming. Nobody's listening to each other. And sometimes, you do that on purpose because you really already know the answer and you don't want to deal with it. So maybe you do all this extra screaming and all this extra drama because you really don't want to deal with it. But if you really want the truth and if you really want to deal with that situation, I dare you to just shut up and just let them talk and just listen, just observe. Watch how they start changing the story. Watch how they start stuttering about stuff. In a relationship, y'all arguing and then you just shut up and then he's like, yeah, because I was over her house and you wouldn't have heard that if you'd been talking, but now you done shut up. He done told on himself. What I was saying is when I was hanging out with her, what I was saying, what you was saying. So see, that's just a small example of when you shut your mouth and you listen. Another example is in business. Let that person talk. Oh yeah, I know so-and-so. Yeah, I know so-and-so. And I can get you to so-and-so. And I can do this for you. And I can do that for you. But if you don't only want talking all the time or talking over them or talking with them all the time, then you don't really hear the BS. But if you just let that person keep talking, they'll eventually hear their own bullshit. They will hear themselves. And eventually they will start choking up too. Oh yeah, because I could get you so-and-so and I could talk to, and I know, we're not that cool, but we was in the same place. All of a sudden the BS start coming out because now they realize that you are listening to them. Okay? That's the power of shutting the up. Keep your mouth closed sometimes and just listen and observe, because action speaks louder than words. So my tip to you today is to keep your mouth shut and learn to listen to other people. Just listen to them, and it's for the good too. There's some good that comes out of it. Sometimes people got really good advice for you, and if you shut up and listen to it, you can grow from it. You can profit from it. Just because you feel you're right all the time doesn't mean you have to say it. Doesn't mean you have to share it. Just sometimes sit back and listen, because you never know what you might learn. Another thing I want to add to this, just because you don't agree with something doesn't mean you can't learn. Okay? Somebody might like a certain celebrity. You may not like that certain celebrity. Shut your mouth. Don't say anything about it. It's not for you to tell that person, well, I don't really care for that celebrity because this, and that. That's you. If this person is talking about what they like and who they support, just sit back and listen and learn, because maybe seeing the celebrity or whoever they look up to, maybe seeing it through their eyes may give you a different perception and may clue you into some stuff. No, it doesn't mean you still have to agree or like with whatever they're talking about, but maybe you might learn a little tidbit from it. I would talk more about this in a different video, but I just really wanted to just share the power of shutting the up today, because I done caught some people with just sitting back listening, honey. Just sitting back and listen. So that's it. Don't forget, subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Miss Burley to you. And don't forget, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you.